So here's your buddy Josh's retirement plan. You ready? All right, so I'm 51, my beautiful is 47. All right, so here's my goal. I want $1 million in a brokerage account by the time I'm 60. I don't have that, not even close, but I know what I got to get there, depending on a 5% rate of return. I'm using a 5% rate of return. So based on a linear 5%, based on I got 9 years, I know what I got to put away to get that to happen. And it's all going into VTI, just as an FYI, for all those, I can't believe you're buying bonds, you must have a bunker or something. No, I just secured some downside mitigation for my IRA, and my brokerage account is why I want to grow, which is why I'm funneling buku bucks, for me, might not be for you, but it is for me, into VTI. All right. So then we fast forward till I'm 60. I got $1 million schmackers in there. I got no mortgage, all right? That's a big thing. No mortgage, no car loans, no nothing. What about health insurance, Josh? We'll talk about that. All right. So I say when I'm 67, my 401k, my Social Security, I'm just going to use a nice round number of $2,500 a month in today's dollars, all right? $2,500 a month in today's dollars. Now, what that will be in 16 years, you do a cost of living adjustment of 2.4, and you'll get there. I don't know off the top of my head, but just hear me out. That's $30,000 a year on my IRA. 25, not my IRA, my Social Security. All right. My wife will say has $2,000 a month. Let's say she'll have $1,500 a month. There you go. Okay, she'll take hers earlier at 62. So by the time I'm 67, and she'll be 63, we'll have $4,000 a month in Social Security. I expect to have more than that, frankly, but I'm giving you the ballpark right now. All right, everybody with me so far? So that's $48,000 a year I'll get from Social Security when I'm 67. Hear me? All right, got no mortgage, got no debt. How much do we actually need to live on? You know, we're homebodies. You know, she likes to travel a little bit, but not much. We'll probably take a nice vacay every year, something like that. We'll, you know, hopefully we'll have grandkids and whatnot. Tons of them. I want little bouncing scalings running around here. Who knows, though? But at the end of the day, I'm like, we don't spend that much, man. So let's just say $6,000 a month. I don't even think we'll spend that. I mean, hell, if you took away my mortgage right now with the 4 kids and everything, I don't even think I spend $6,000 a month now. I can't imagine I spend that when I'm retired. But just hear me out. And that'll be all inclusive. Again, I'll be on Obamacare from 60 to 65, whatever's out there, I'll be on that. Married filing jointly, we'll get pretty good premium credits, I imagine, especially if my income is below a certain threshold, about $70,000 in today's numbers, right? All right, so we got $70,000 in today's numbers for the threshold. On top of that, where's my income coming from? Oh yeah, it's coming from a brokerage account, which means it's hardly taxable at all. In fact, it probably will not be taxed because I'll maintain myself in the 12% tax bracket. Anyway, pushing the cart for the horse a little bit. All right. So now I'm 6 years old. I need $6,000 a month. I got $1 million in my brokerage account. All right. So I'm going to take $72,000 a year from my brokerage account, and it's all going to be tax-free. Why? Because I'm still in a 12% tax bracket. Long-term capital gains, qualified dividends are all tax-free. Any interest I make off that brokerage account will be below my standard deduction, so that $72,000 a year is tax-free. All right, so just as an FYI. I got $1 million, I'm pulling $72,000 a year out. Everybody with me so far? I'm gonna do that for 7 years until Social Security kicks in. So 72 times 7, we'll just say it's $500,000. I can't get you the exact number, but 7 times 7 is 49, so 7 times 7, 72 times 7, we'll say it's $500,000. So by the time I'm 67, I have $500,000 in my portfolio, assuming no growth at all, none whatsoever. All right, $500,000. All right, now instead of $6,000 a month for my portfolio, well, because Social Security is providing me $4,000 a month, right? All right, good. Someone just commented on one of my locals topics. Now instead of $6,000 a month for my portfolio, 6 times 12 is 72. I only need $2,000 a month for my portfolio. Why? Because Social Security provides me $4,000 a month between me and my better half. So I'm 67. I need $6,000 a month. Again, I think that's pretty high without having a mortgage and no debt, but whatever. Social Security provides $4,000 a month. I need $2,000 a month for my portfolio. That's 24%. That's $24,000 a year off a $500,000 portfolio. 24 divided by 500. That's a 4.8% distribution rate when I'm 67. Can I make that happen? You friggin' doggone right I can. That's $6,000 a month. But what about Medicare? Medicare is part of that. So Obamacare will be a hell lot cheaper than Medicare is. I got a Medicare costing about $550 per month per beneficiary. So of that $6,000 a month, $1,100 will go to Medicare, right? So that's $4,900 a month I need for other expenses. Oh, by the way, I have this thing called a paid off home, which will add either a boatload of income, should I need it, emergency line of credit, should I need it, or I can take a downsize to buy something smaller for a while. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. So the issue is, as you can see, that's pretty easy. You're taking more than 4%. Well, there is this thing called tighten your belt. If things get wily, you tighten your belt, man. Because if you think I could be spending the same kind of money when I'm 83 years old as what I did when I was 63 years old, you're nuts. Not going to happen. And if it were to happen, that means I'm going to have to, I'd just tighten my belt. And if that wasn't enough, I'd certainly take a reverse mortgage or just downsize. It's crazy to think this can't happen. So the question is, how do I get $1 million? Well, that's the issue. If you don't have the whole, let's just put it this way. Once my mortgage is paid off, that's going to free up a lot of money that I can now use to building up that portfolio. I'm still putting a good amount of money in, mind you. But once my mortgage is paid off, I'm going to be putting a hell of a lot more. I'll have 7 years of freaking pummeling. You know, this is assuming I make income now. I mean, everything's contingent on making money for the next 9 years. Well, yeah, I guess 8.5. But once that mortgage is paid, I want that sucker paid in the next 3 years. That's going to free up a boatload of money, my friends. And then you're going to see my contributions to my brokerage account freaking like steroids, man. It's going to be like Speedy Gonzalez, freaking fastest clown in Georgia. And I mean, again, the taxes are minimal at best. I'll get Obamacare subsidies. The biggest expense is going to be Medicare once I'm 65, because I'm going to get a supplemental policy for sure. You tell me this isn't something that you can do? It's tough to do if you're not making enough money, or take home money because you got all these debts, I grant you. Thus, you got to think about your debts. Paying off debts frees up a lot of money to save for a future. All right. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.